Alright, in today's video we're taking a look at what might just be the best high tier premium ground lineup in War Thunder, the Soviet 10.3 setup. This is almost entirely made up of premium and squadron vehicles with just one exception. Also, real quick, huge thanks for helping me hit 500 subs recently, that's awesome. If you're new here and enjoy War Thunder content like this, consider subscribing, it really helps the channel grow. With that out of the way, let's take a look at this premium lineup. First up is the MBTs, and you have two options here. Starting with the T-72AV TURMS, this is a heavily armoured brawler. It's got Contact 1 explosive reactive armour, thermal optics for gunner and commander, and a 125mm gun, with solid APF SDS in the form of 3BM 42 round. It's great for defensive long range or mid range fights, just be aware that the mobility, especially in reverse, is painful, which is a drawback up close thanks to the relatively poor power to weight ratio and the slower turret traverse. The other option is the T-80UD. This trades thermals for slightly improved mobility. Unlike other T-80 variants, however, this one is not gas turbine powered with a normal diesel engine, though it's still more manoeuvrable than TURMS thanks to a higher power to weight ratio. It also gets the same 3BM 42 round and has a slightly faster turret traverse than the TURMS. But as mentioned, it has no thermal sights. It still lacks any reverse speed to speak of, so don't get quite out of position up close. Both are relatively solid tanks if you're aware of what you're getting into and do not expect NATO style tank mobility. The choice of which to pick really depends on your playstyle. You could even take both if you were a true wallet warrior. Next in the lineup is the 2S38. Whilst its survivability was nerfed a while back, it's still probably one of the strongest ground vehicles in the entire game, in terms of overall capabilities and flexibility in a battle. It's got a fully stabilised 57mm autocannon, with APF SDS darts, proximity fused airburst rounds, and even quite effective APHE. It has great thermal optics for both gunner and commander, along with IRST tracking to target aircraft. It can delete light tanks and helicopters, and even the occasional low-flying jet, whilst its dart rounds are capable of taking out many heavy targets via well-placed shot. It's not a wonder weapon, but it is truly a jack of all trades. Next in the lineup is the BMP-2M, which is a squadron vehicle, but technically could be bought for GE. Side note, never do this, it's not worth it, as squadron vehicles do not get any premium bonuses. This vehicle gets a decent thermal gunner's sight, 30mm cannon with high pen APF SDS ammo, along with 4 Kornet ATGMs loaded at once, with an additional reload available. These ATGMs can be fired on the move, unlike some other missiles at this BR. The BMP-2M is relatively quick, but has low survivability. For anti-air, you can add in the Strela 10M from the tech tree once you have it researched. It's the only non-premium in this lineup, but it is a solid SPAA at this BR. You get fast lock-on infrared missiles that are perfect for dealing with helicopters and low-flying jets. It only has track radar, no search, and is relatively helpless against ground targets, though it does get scouting and artillery strikes. And finally, for close air support, there's the Su-25K. This gets access to R-60Ms, which are all aspect IR missiles, great for fighting off the other CAS jets, and it has a huge selection of bombs and rockets for ground attack. It's an easy jet to fly and very forgiving if you're just getting into top tier CAS, due to its relatively simple flight model and lack of any more high-tech systems to manage, such as radar. What really makes this lineup special is how well the vehicles complement each other. You can lead with your MBT of choice, clean up or support with the 2S38, use the BMP-2M as a fast response scout, and bring in the Su-25K to finish off whatever's left via CAS. The Strela fills in the gap once it's been researched, reliable air defence. With this combo, the lineup has everything: anti-tank, anti-air, recon and CAS. It's extremely flexible and quite forgiving even in up tiers. So what about the downsides? This lineup isn't perfect. Both the TURMS and the T-80UD suffer from poor reverse speeds. The BMP-2M and the 2S38 have no real armour to speak of, so you have to play smart. And while the Su-25K is powerful, it's also a massive target once you're airborne due to the widespread SPAA at this BR. That brings us to the main question: is this lineup worth investing in? Well, if money is no object, or you build it up over a few 50% off sales, the full lineup is a fun, no grind setup that covers almost every role at high tier. Realistically, if you want to grind Russia at high tier, the cheaper option would be picking up one of the listed pack vehicles in the next 50% off sale, then using the GE from that pack towards getting the 2S38 in the next in-game GE sale, maybe adding the SU-25K if you really want CAS in your lineup but don't want to play any air matches to grind a plane out, or making use of backups so you can spawn multiple times in a match. So, is this truly the best fully premium lineup in War Thunder? Almost. Aside from the Strela, everything here is premium or squadron based. Other nations can make similar lineups, but they either have slightly less choice or don't quite cover every role at the same BR. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you have any of the vehicles in this lineup, or even a full premium lineup yourself? And once again, a massive thanks for helping me reach 500 subs. I seriously appreciate the support. The next big goal is 1,000 and we're well on the way. If you haven't already, don't forget to hit like and subscribe for more War Thunder content. And if you made it this far into the video and want to support the channel even more, check out my YouTube membership, it just went live. Thanks for watching.